Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Pelé, now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo, Pelé. That's a good run down the left. And he's looking to catch him up. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pelé. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice. And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Bellingham. Goes for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Rijkaard. Now there's a fine ball. Goes for a shot! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. Santos are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
No, it's come to nothing. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's good vision. That is a brilliant interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bellingham is fouled.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pelé! And that has put paid to that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Plays it through. Azar! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a sharp pass. Pass somewhat off target. That's really well cleared. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Pele. Aimed beyond the defence. And he shoots! It's a goal kick. Now it's Messi. Platini.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
That's a shade optimistic. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 14. Numero 13. Beckham.
That gets things going for the second half.
Il numero 15.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly...
Chance! He scores! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Santos are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Now it's Messi. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Santos have a free kick. Neymar. Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he get it through? Bellingham. And a shot! Bale. Not the most accurate pass. Could move up a gear here. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Stood up well to him there. And it's Neymar. Looking for the run. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Distributed tidily. Mbappe! And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Some resolute defending there. Looking for options for movement. Knocks it into space. It's Bale! Oh, just over.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. That has ended up in no man's land. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now, can they get him away? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Such good technique.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Back into the middle. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Van Dijk. Now it's Bellingham. Driving forward. Bergomi calmly anticipates. Rice. Rijkaard, who's set up one goal so far.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Good ball, good take. Shevchenko. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Ball driven towards... Up he goes! Oh, no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Looking to play him in. Spread neatly. Cleared without complication. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, good-looking ball. Tries to play it through. That's good running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Look at the space here. Brilliantly cut out. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Mbappe.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, that has not gone well. Bellingham. Threads one in. Rice gets across to intercept that. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Mbappe. Played through into space. Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So off we go then. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Lion City Sailors have a free kick. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Pirlo is offering a wry smile there.
Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Now it's Shevchenko. Well, played right into his path. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, there's a probing ball. Foot in. Now it's Owen. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That'll be a throw-in. And that was nowhere near his best. That looks a good ball through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, good-looking ball. And they can counter here. Serginho spots it and intercepts. Vieira. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Vieira. A player who needs no introduction. Owen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pirlo promptly onto that, and that is that. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show...
There's the shot! Brilliant save from Buffon!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Cruyff looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. Bergomi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Passing nice and neat. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, easy pickings there. Figo. And it's Figo. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's clever. And he's picked it up out wide. Cristiano Ronaldo crosses. Serginho is there, and he can get that clear. And he's intervened well there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That has been slung wide. It'll be a throw-in. Pirlo. Beckenbauer. Platini. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That has been cut short. Spread it left. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Quality ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Shevchenko! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Serginho. And it's Rooney. And it's Cruyff. And he cuts out the supply. Bergomi. And the pass is intercepted. Cruyff. Threads one in. And this is Owen. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Searching pass he's played there. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Tries a shot! He scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him. And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Milan have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And the action is back on the way. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. He's a sharp little ball here. Vieira. And it's Cruyff. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's got space here, chips it through. Shevchenko. Quick look, then play. Oh, what a climb! He's done very well to get to that.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vieira. Lion City sailors finding their passes. Now it's Rooney. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Gets into some space. Chance, surely! Oh, that is rather wayward.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Spread out to the left. Knocks it into space. And this is Owen. Spread neatly. And this is Rooney. Rooney!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Pirlo. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Pirlo is behind this one.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Pirlo! Looking for a runner. Floated through. And this is Shevchenko. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Platini. Ambitious ball here. That ball looks a good one. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Serginho. Beckenbauer. Costa Curta. It's Ferdinand. Vieira. Pirlo. Serginho is in a really good position out wide. Makaleli. Nice looking ball. Costa Curta cuts it out. Ferdinand. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And this is Shevchenko. Played out towards the right wing. An uncompromising challenge. Serginho clears. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 23, numero 4. Lasciano il campo per il numero 9, Bale. Il numero 20, Messi. Attenzione, un cambio.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Rooney. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Lion City Sailors clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection. The finish, imperfection.
Now it's Messi. Now that's well seen too. That's the throw. And it's Bergomi. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. It's a searching pass. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Tries to thread one through. Oh, nicely intercepted. That is ended up in no man's land.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And here's Rooney. And he shoots! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Lion City Sailors complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Keeper's got good distance on that. And time is up. Milan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Milan definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and...
Terrific header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Rafinha. Oh, good spread. David Villa looks to get on the end of this. It's played through for him. And he was quick to react. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a little off target. Can he get it through? David Villa. And that pass just didn't quite work. That's a shade optimistic.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's a pretty loose pass. Forwards and with intent. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, it's been a very...
Great chance! Puyol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pedro Neto. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's a cute ball. Chance here to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Maldini.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now it's Villa. That has ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. And it's been played through. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Pelé. Chelsea do make frequent use of the long diagonal, Jim.
Yeah, they're obviously trying to get their fullbacks as involved as possible, Peter.
And what's that chance? Well, now it's a race, and it's come back out to him. Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
And it's Serginho. Mbappe is onto this.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's picked it up out wide. Takes a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bastoni. That's an imaginative pass. He's picked his way through. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Forlan plays it short. Played into the box. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. And here's Forlan. He rises! Decent enough try. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. He's shifting through the gears here. That's a nicely shaped ball. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Pedro Neto. Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pedro Neto. Probing pass. Oh, delightful ball. Pass somewhat off target. Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Pelé. Serginho. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Substitution on the field, number 5, Pelé.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 17.
So the first half brought no goals.
Substitutions taking place.
And he's managed to gift it back. Chelsea come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And this is Forlan. Climbs up big! Superb goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The goal scorer.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution on the field, number 24.
Time for a change in personnel. Messi joining us now, a player, of course, who needs no introduction.
Well, not quite sure why he wasn't started, Peter, but at least it's a move that makes everyone happy.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Threads one in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Serginho. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Aimed beyond the defence. Out towards the flank. That'll be a throw-in. And no, that was never going to make it. That has not gone well. Forlan. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Messi. And it's made its way to him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that's a good ball.
Pedro Neto really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, well measured. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now there's a fine ball. Pobega clears it away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, no joy this time. Defending was strong and firm. He's in space and looking for options. Forlan crosses. No, that's not going to find its target. Can he finish? Serginho.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Played into space. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Ambitious ball here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pobega is there, and he can pick it up. And it's Azar. Nicely worked.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Messi. He's through here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a good 35 yards out, this. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. He's found a way through. He's got full. And it's hit the woodwork and out. And that would have won it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 9. Kaká. Coming on the field.
Now that's well seen too. Nice looking ball. Dink through. Not too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Chelsea have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. That is good strength. He won't be happy with that one. Chelsea are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Looking for the run. And he plays one through. Thinks about the shot. And the shot! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Bale demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's got away. Look at the there's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. This looks promising. And he's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Desperate defending required here. Hazard goes short. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Now, he's got space here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that's put paid to a promising move. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Rising over the bar.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Rijkaard. And here's Van Basten. They get a throw in. And he welcomes it in. Hazard! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Hazard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's Van Basten! Kaka. That's an imaginative pass. Pass somewhat off target. Van Basten looks to get on the end of this. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Rijkaard. And this is Van Basten.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Van Basten. Hazard! Looking for a runner. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Raul. Tries to pass it through. It's out for a goal kick. Now it's Raul. And that pass just didn't quite work. Just eases him off the ball. And that's really well manoeuvred. Can he get on the end of this? And that could set him on his way. Kaká. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Xavi Alonso. He's going to be disappointed with that. Takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Buriram United are looking to go forward now. claimed it back swiftly. Makalele really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Hazard.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Hazard is in a really good position out wide. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Costa Curta. Crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. It's a searching pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Raul. And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's...
Shoots! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Ray Parlour really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This possibly the last play of the half. And it's Hazard. Has a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Xabi Alonso plays it short. Costa Curta. Maldini knocks it into space. Lofted in. Priol attempts a clearance. And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around. And I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway. So the first half brought no goals. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckenbauer. Chelsea do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And it's Xabi Alonso. Priol producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Parlour. Priol cuts it out. Spread out to the left. He's got away. Big chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Hazard can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Alonso! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. They've done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score, the manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be...
Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Throw in.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them.